In this video, I'm going to go over new digital ad strategies for 2025. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Michael Tanich. I own a 7-figure marketing agency and a couple other businesses like an accounting firm. I also have a weekly newsletter called the Midweek Marketer where you can get one actionable marketing strategy every single week that I'm utilizing in my businesses and in my clients' businesses. If you'd like to sign up for that, click the link in the description below. All right, so let's go over some of the best ad strategies for 2025. The last one is one that I think everyone is sleeping on. I don't know why people aren't utilizing it. It's just crazy. I'm getting really good results with it. So stick around for that last one. All right, the first thing is TikTok shops. So TikTok, this works really, really well if you have a product. So like if you're an e-commerce store or something like that. TikTok shops are just gangbusters right now. I would kind of equate this to like where Facebook and Instagram ads were right at the beginning, right? Before it got super saturated and all this kind of stuff. TikTok shop ads are really, really good right now. So if you have some kind of product or e-commerce store, I would highly recommend doing TikTok shop ads. All right, the next thing is Facebook and Instagram ads. However, I know you're probably like, dude, Facebook and Instagram ads for 2025, like, hello, like these have been around forever. Okay, I get it. But what I want to showcase to you though is the campaign structure. I don't think a lot of people share their exact campaign structure. So I'm going to share with you guys my exact campaign structure. And this is personally crushing it for me. So what you want to have is you want to have your main campaign. So you have your campaign and then you want to have ad sets within them, right? So ad sets. But the way that I like to go about this ad sets, as long as you have the budget to do this, I like to have each ad set focused more on the ad creative. So maybe this ad set is for graphics. So like graphics. So like you're designing out like the graphics, right? They're like images that you've designed out, right? So here are all those ads that you made. The next ad set is, UGC videos. So like user generated content. So these are like testimonial videos that you've gotten from your customers and you've laid all these out and you've put them into video format and you've tested and you're testing them out with different intros and all that kind of stuff. And then you have another ad set, right? So another ad set. And this one is videos that you're specifically doing certain hooks on, right? So hooks, ads, and you're testing out which content piece is working the best. Reason this works really, really well in 2025 is interest-based targeting is basically gone in Facebook. It used to be like, I want to target people that have a household income of this, that are moms and like mommy blogs and like this specific mommy blog, and you can target those specific people. That's pretty much like gone right now on Facebook, unfortunately. And what Facebook wants you to rely on is their AI. But in order to focus on their AI, you have to have specific content pieces that speak specifically to your target market. So if you want to have that happen, every single one of these ad sets need to be set to broad. And then you have to have your copy in all the ads and your graphics, UGC videos and hooks speaking directly to your, I have a client where they speak specifically to Catholic coaches. So very, very, very like niched target market. But the very first thing we'll say in all the copy and all the video is, if you're a Catholic coach or, hey, Catholic coaches, and we'll speak directly to that target market. But then we have, ad set graphics, we have an ad set with UGC, ad set with hooks, and we're able to test the creative throughout this. So that's one of the campaign structures that we test with our marketing agencies. As long as you have the budget to test all these kind of content pieces. But the point is then you're able to figure out which content piece is doing the best and focus more on that. So you might find out that the videos are doing the best in like a hook format. Okay, and then we put more budget there. And we might find out that UGC sucks. So then we end up just completely cutting that ad set out. It gives you the ability to then test the creative, which is what Facebook wants you to do now. So in 2025, a new digital ad strategy is testing out the creative. All right, the third, and this is the last one actually, and this is the one that everyone I think is sleeping on, is Bing ads. I know this sounds like super crazy because like Bing, it feels like not many people utilize it. And everyone talks about, hey, let's run Google ads. Reason being is majority of people do utilize Google ads, and that's cool. You should be running Google ads for your business, whether you're a service business or a product business, whatever. Bing ads, though, have a specific demographic on them that I'm finding with across my clients where if done properly, you can absolutely kill it. So I'll give you an example. We have a landscape client down in the Florida area. Now that's important because a lot of people fly down to Florida in the winter and they're typically in that older demographic, so 50 plus. And those people are either retired, they have grandkids, like they're down there in Florida because it's their second home and they're in that area. And so what we do for this landscape client is we run Bing ads. But you're probably wondering, why the heck are you running Bing ads and not just Google ads? Reason being is, and I don't know why this is, but majority of this older demographic has Microsoft products. Microsoft phones, Microsoft devices, all that good fun stuff. And Bing is a Microsoft product. And so because they get like these computers and these phones that are Microsoft based, they're all preloaded with Bing. And so the older demographic, typically their search engine is Bing. And so if your business has a target market that is in that older demographic, so 50 plus, I would highly recommend running Bing ads. Even for my accounting firm, I've noticed that my demographic that comes in for their personal returns is typically 50 plus. And so we're going to be building out a big Bing ad strategy on there to bring in more of those people because I know that majority of their devices are preloaded with Bing. So you have to think through who your demographic and target market is. But another one I've noticed too with clients is if they are a mechanic, a lot of their devices that they have in their auto shop are preloaded with Bing. So whether it's an older demographic or it's a mechanic and it's preloaded with Bing, think through that. Like, what devices does my target market utilize? And if they are utilizing a Microsoft product, most likely is Bing. So I should probably be running some Bing ads along with my Facebook and Google ads. But check out Bing ads. Now, the reason I really bring this up too is that landscaping client. We'll run Google ads for them, but we bring in about $100 cost per lead on Google. On Bing, we're bringing in about $18 cost per lead, which is great. So basically for every dollar we spend on Bing, we bring in 5 leads versus Google where we bring in 1. So as long as your target market is a little older and in that demographic range of 50 plus, most likely they are on Bing because they, for whatever reason, buy Microsoft products. And so test it out, see if it works, but I would highly recommend in 2025 as a good ad strategy, testing out Bing ads. Again, if you'd like to get one actionable marketing strategy every single week through my newsletter called the Midweek Marketer, click the link in the description below. It's completely free. Thanks for taking the time to watch my video on the best ad strategies for 2025, and I will see you in the next one.